Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2, and I'm back again with a book review. Recently I read the Edgar Cayce book on auras and colors. Actually, it's written by Tadashi and Liaros, and Liaros is a psychic, and Kevin Tadashi is the executive director, CEO of Edgar Cayce's ARE, which is the Association for Research and Enlightenment. And they talk about how each chakra has a connection to a color, which if you're familiar with Eastern understanding, then this is all familiar to you. Also, it describes differing notes of the scale having resonation with those centers. And honestly, I really thought that this was fascinating, especially when they speak about the experiments that they did with the blind, and how the blind can actually interpret colors in and of themselves. And I was just blown away by that. And there is a lot of truth to this, because I think that people that are robbed of other senses are more sensitive, and they can feel the world around them so much better using heightened senses that we, with all of our senses intact, try kind of take for granted. The book in and of itself is really not that long, and it gives you a different understanding of all the different colors or the possible meanings of the very back. It's an index. It's very helpful. And this is a this is a research book. This is not just a book that you can get and read through once and just kind of put on the shelf and say, oh, well, I don't know, maybe this will help me, maybe it won't. Actually, I think that through practice and just application, one can see auras, and they give you the tools in order to do so. Now, when I was younger, I was able to see auras without any problem whatsoever. Now that I'm older, I've sort of lost my ability to do so. I can feel vibrations from people. If there is somebody who comes near me whom I feel, excuse me, might be a little bit disreputable, or may be a type of person who could do me possible harm, I sense my stomach tightening up in a knot. And oftentimes police officers say this is your intuition kicking in. And I absolutely agree with this. I think that we are attuned to this, women more so than men, because I think that the women back before civility actually took hold, we were required to live by our wits, and we haven't really forgotten how to do this. And I also think that we can become more open to our senses, as it explains in the book. And honestly, I think that I can retain this ability that I had when I was a little girl. It really is a fascinating book, totally just immersive, and you cannot put it down. It really is an exciting book, and it gives you a lot to think about, and just realizing that this world is more than what we can see or understand or even comprehend. It goes beyond that. There's a spiritual realm, and I am definitely an subscriber, believer in all of this. And I try my best to make meaning out of it, even though I myself am a corporeal being. Uh, and it's just something that's very difficult for me to describe, or even to understand. I mean, I was really, and I'm going kind of off on a tangent here, but when I heard about the Higgs boson possibly being the God particle, I became extremely excited. And then they were talking about how air is made out of mass. I thought, well, yes, of course, that really isn't a new exploration. Of course, air is made out of mass. You can move it with fans and other means. But it's just one of those things that makes me glad to be alive in this century, because just like the experiments um, Carol did, the psychic in the book, and the stories that she relays, they are completely mind-boggling, and just gives you pause, and you wonder, what are we truly capable of? We can use this for others' good, and I'm pretty sure that there are healers in the world who are able to tap into chi, which is, the energy that runs through everything, and just make whatever chi that is blockaded be removed from the body. And I'm not really sure how this works, honestly, but I know it happens, and I know that people are very capable of doing this if they are open-minded and receptive and giving, kind of an altruistic personality. I'm not really sure what else to say about that, honestly, because I only have the gift slightly, and it's only when I massage the shoulders and the back. And my mother, I think, was also a healer, and a lot of healers possess this, and it's said in the book that a healer's aura is blue-green. And I've actually looked at my hand today a little bit, and it kind of had a blue-green tint to it. I thought, whoa, wait a minute. I've seen this before when I've meditated on my chakras, and I've seen all the colors on my chakras, and I thought at first I was losing my marbles, because I had felt that maybe I had ingested something that was making me see things, and no. They really are little spinning vortices. They go clockwise. And it's interesting that I'm not sure why they do that, but they do spin, and they're all different colors, and some can be more vibrant than others. It just depends. And if you're healthy, they should all be nice and vibrant. You can tell if somebody's sick if they don't look so good. If they look kind of gray, then something's not entirely right. But it just gives you a methodology of helping others, and it's something that takes work. It's not something that's just going to happen overnight. So I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll see what comes out of it. And it's really intriguing for me, and it just gives me something to do and something to look forward to, and it's really got me all aflutter, honestly. And I've never really thought of any of this before, but now that I have the tools, I can use them more readily and just keep practicing, because I think that eventually I'll be able to have the ability that I had once before, and I'm pretty sure it'll come back. I just hope that I don't freak people out with it, because there are other things in my life that I don't tell a lot of people, due to that very reason. I just don't want to frighten people away from me, because I am a good friend, and I am loyal, and I like to enlighten other people. It's just something that I feel that I'm very apt at doing, and I think that this is my calling while I'm here. And hopefully, I think that if you too pick up a copy of this book, which is very short, but I think most of the instructional books are like this, and I just had to have it, because I just something that completely spellbinds me nonstop, and it's only, not including all the pages at the end. Of course, 139. 140, 141, 142, 143, 144, 145. Oops. 146 gives you the number for AR free catalog and where it is located in Virginia Beach. Actually, 147. Yeah, 147 pages. I need to go visit the ARE at some point in time in my life. That, my friends, is on my bucket list. And someday, I will make the trip there. And I will document what I see with cameras. Well, not with you know what I mean. Cameras as in photos. That's pretty much all I have to say. Other than, okay, I'm going to give a quick update. I just finished my second part of Zombie Ethics, which I have posted. I am working on Anti-Gravity, and I will be working on Merry Men. I'm not really sure what else I will be writing in the future, honestly. It's sort of the whim of my imagination. And I may be tempted to write something in the future. I don't know. Could be a new story. Could be a new idea. Could be whatever uh, sparkles my fancy. I'm not sure what that would be at this point in time, but we'll just have to wait and see. But if you're interested in reading my stories, I am TigerLily98 at fictionpress.com. And on fanfiction.net, I am Flower of Adversity. And I've posted quite a few of my my scripts, which, in all honesty, and I know this is going to sound kind of egotistical, I am very hopeful that eventually they will be performed in front of a live audience at a con someday. Fingers crossed. So, that's all I have to say about that. And for those of you who are interested in learning about auras and colors and enlightening yourself to this new way of perceiving, I support you wholeheartedly, and I know that you can do it. It takes time, it takes discipline, it takes meditation, patience of all things, and just never, ever, 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 ever giving up. You can do it, and I believe in you.